Alrighty guys, what is up? We are back with another video here on the FZ6R. We got a bunch of stuff all over the place. But today we are going to be installing a new chain and sprocket. So that's what today's video is going to be about. Very helpful. I just went and picked this up from Harbor Freight. It is a frame jack stand for motorcycle. Very easy to use, very simple. I think I paid 40 bucks for it. I also got this torque wrench for the bolt on the front sprocket right there. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it here. First thing you guys are gonna wanna do is remove this cover. Goes right here. It is held in with a few bolts. Man, I just got my hands real dirty. We're gonna have to clean all these parts up. They're 5mm Allen bolts. So once you take that off, then you gotta loosen your rear nut here for the tensioner for the chain. And basically what I did and what I'm going to do, normally people will cut the chain and take it out that way. I just loosened it and took the chain off the rear sprocket so the wheel is actually spinning freely right now. And then I'm gonna take off the front axle here. So once we get that done, I believe it's a 30mm. I'm using an impact gun. I'm gonna wedge something in the rear of the tire here so it doesn't spin. And then I'm gonna just take it all off that way. So I'll catch up with you guys then once we get that done. I threw some gloves on here, guys, but so we just got the nut off. Make sure not to lose that and the washer here, because you're gonna need those two parts. Let's see if I can get this off. Can't seem to get it off. There we go. So you're gonna wanna keep those two parts. I shoved the block of wood back in here in between the chain and the sprocket. So now we can take that off to stop the tire. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take the chain off. Just like that. See how, like I said, I loosened it and just took the chain off that way. We're just gonna put it on the inside here. So then now we should just be able to pry on this thing right here and it should come out, the sprocket, and then we'll take the chain off. All right, so here you go, guys. Got the sprocket out, the old one. Got everything out, splines off. Chain's just sitting there. I don't know what I was thinking, but we are gonna indeed have to cut this chain to get it off. I don't know why I thought I could just take it off the back. I'm like being stupid, I guess, but we are gonna have to cut the chain, so I'm gonna get a saw and cut that. But yeah, so here's the old sprocket. Here is the new sprocket. As you can see, the teeth are pretty worn down on it, on the sprocket, so hopefully the new one is gonna be a lot better. But this one is a lot smaller though, so I am kind of worried about that. It's not as thick and doesn't have the rubber grommets and stuff on it, but that should be okay. Alrighty, y'all. I'll catch up with y'all then. Got the chain cut. So I just used the Sawzall and just cut the chain in half. I just cut it in between one of the links. Okay, put this over here. I just cut it in between the links of the actual thing there, so you can see it there. But yeah, this chain is all binded up. There's like hard spots in it and everything like that. It's not like see, look, it's not like holding together well. So we're gonna measure it out compared to the new one. Hopefully it's the right length, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. So we're gonna get that all measured up, everything like that, and then get everything checked out. So I'll catch up with y'all. Oh yeah, another thing too. We're gonna start working on getting the rear tire off and doing the sprocket change, which we are gonna start working on now. Alright guys, rear tire is off. So how I did it, I took the bolt out, slid the pin out, had my leg holding up the tire from the other side. I just ended up sitting the rear brake right there, because you don't want to let that hang with the brake line there. It's not good to do, so I have it sitting on the arm for right now. So We're gonna come find out here what size bolts these are. My guess is they're probably like 14s. Yep, 14. So they are a 14 millimeter bolt to take these off. And then I put this one on. And also make sure when you guys are putting the new one on, compare sizes and compare the bolt pattern to make sure it's the same bolt pattern. So, alrighty guys, new sprocket is on. It was the exact same size like I had thought. So good thing for that. That's the old one. Here's the new one. So basically, how I tightened it down is almost as if you would tighten down a car tire. So I did a diamond pattern. I went 1, 2, 3, and then I went 1, 2, 3, tightening down. I still haven't tightened them down fully. I have to look up and see what the spec is. I will put everything in the description for what you need for it, for foot pounds, inch pounds, whatever, whatnot. But yeah, also when you are taking the wheel or taking the sprocket off, make sure you do not pull out the hub assembly here. Everything that's inside of there, make sure that is out and you only take off the sprocket. So, alrighty guys, we're back now. We got the sprocket and the wheel on. It's a little difficult here because I took mine off fully. I saw other videos where people didn't. But so basically, the rotor here and the caliper, you need to line up with this bolt hole. Everything goes in. There is a washer in here that you cannot lose. You need that spacer. So, and then I just held the tire up with one arm and slid the bolt in, and it went through the whole way. And now I was getting a little ahead of myself here, but before we end up putting the chain and sprockets on, we're gonna clean up. There's a bunch of gunk in here. Let me get my flashlight out here and I'll show you guys. If I can get it to work. There we go. As you can see in here, guys, somebody sprayed, the previous owner sprayed a bunch of like brake grease or something on the chain and then ran it, and there's a bunch of like grease all up in through here. So I'm gonna get a bunch of brake clean and get up in there and clean all that out. So yeah. Alrighty guys, now that we got this all cleaned up here a little bit better, couldn't get it perfect. I ran out of brake clean, unfortunately. But now, for a moment of truth, I'm gonna stick the sprocket on. And what you're gonna do, I obviously can't do it on hand because I don't have a second hand to record, or a third hand, I should say, or a mount to put this on to sit somewhere. So basically, what you're gonna do is run your chain up and back around, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to attach the links right here. So once we get to that, I will show you guys how to get it done. Oh man, guys, we are looking good. Oh, look at this. Gold chain, gold freaking lug, or gold wheel caps for the valve stems. We got the gold accent gold yellow here. This thing's gonna start looking sharp, y'all. I'm thinking we gonna, honestly, this frame here, we might end up going gold too. But off topic, back to what we were talking about. So I put the slider here for the chain tightener the whole way forward, as loose as I could get it, because obviously we want that tension here. Oof. So, and then I just sat this here. So obviously you can see, as loose as we are, we have the adapter here to go on, the press on. So we will get that pressed on here shortly, and I'll show you guys how to get done. Alright guys, so provided with my kit, I got lubrication oil for the X-rings. So basically what you're going to want to do is hit some oil up here, 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 and here. And most kits are press on, and you're supposed to use a I can't really think of press to press it, like I said. But this one came with a locking tool, so I believe the way it works is this will slide on one way and then you're supposed to lock it into place in the other one, and then it'll be all good to go. So what we are going to do to achieve that is I have my, I don't even know what these things are called. I can't even think right now to, I guess pipe, like wrench, whatever. So we're going to use this to clamp down on it to give it that tightness that it needs. And then we are going to stick this on one side, and then we're going to rotate it onto the other side and do the same. So I will show you guys then once we're done. Almost got it here, guys. So like I was saying here, as you can see right here, it's on right here. So we have it on this side, so we just need to clamp down on this corner right here and push it on, and it should just seat right on. I'm gonna use this to kind of give it a little bit, maybe. We're gonna set this down here real quick. So here we are, guys. Here's our master link in, and like I said, make sure, where did I put it at? Here, it's up here. Make sure you grease these X-rings and coat them good all around, so that when you press them in, they are properly lubricated and everything like that. Here, I'll try and get my camera on it here so you can see it a little better. See how they're nice and properly greased up. And you just want to kind of run the chain around now that it's on, and see how it is all around. Also, another thing too that I'm gonna do, this is just an option, you don't have to, but I'm gonna grease this track in here for the slide. I'm actually just gonna do that right here, right now, to where the chain is gonna sit with the just gonna grease it here nice and good. So it's got a good mating surface once it spins, everything like that. Just get it around, lube it up a little bit, you know. Kind of get some grease down in there. Don't got to worry about going too little with the grease. It's always good to have it on there. Just run it, smoothing it out. Now we got to find our master link here real quick. Once we get back to it, there it is. So then now what you're going to want to do is, since you have all this slack and tension in here, you're going to want to tighten up your rear bolts here to bring back the slack. And also, while we're at it here, we're going to put this back on. Don't forget to put that nut on, or the washer. And we're going to just spin this guy on. Oh man, that thing's tight. Just spin it on hand tight, you know. Just leave it there, and then we'll torque it down, because like we said before, we're going to use our wooden stick here, shove it in, and torque it down to spec. Alright guys, we got this set to 61 foot-pounds. We're going to torque this down here, front nut. Got our locking piece of wood in. Do this, tighten it down. Right there, 61 foot-pound. And that's 61 foot-pound as well back here. Alrighty guys, we're back finishing everything up. Got it all pulled out. Audio and video stopped recording when I went to go show everything being done with it, but we have the chain and the sprocket on now. Everything's on, everything's tidied up, back together like it should be. Like I said, once again, I'm going to put all the torque specs for everything in the description of the video. But yeah, we got everything installed. Everything looks pretty good. Definitely make sure that it's not too tight here or too loose. The way I went for it when I did it is I looked at, try and get this at a good angle so you guys can see it. Make sure that it's not touching here. on the arm. It has about a 1/2 of an inch there before touching, because you definitely want a little bit of slack in there. You don't want too much. With mine, I think my tensioner is going bad because I had it tight, rode it around, did a test ride, and it got loose again. So I think my tensioner is actually going bad, or else it's just at that spot where it should be. But yeah, I will make sure to put everything in the description, guys. Big shout out to you guys. We got a video up. It's got about, oh, burp, sorry, my bad. Got about 400 views on it, guys. Insane, you guys are killing it. We're at about almost 30 subscribers, so if you guys are not subscribed and enjoy the video and this helped you guys out, make sure to subscribe for FZ6R content. We're going to be vlogging. It's coming up on winter. I got some more installation videos. We got the frame sliders here that I already installed. I got a video for that, and then our Canon drop-in filter and our handlebars here, our new brake and clutch levers. So yeah, guys, I will catch up with you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys. Love y'all.